This is part 1 of my spiritual journey, and I recorded it before I fully stepped into that bright, peaceful, earthy vibe you see rebranded on my Simply Shida channel today. I still wanted to share it though because it is part of my growth, and I think it's important to just get on here and be real, be raw, and authentic. What's up, YouTube? It's been a while. I just wanted to come on here, riff to y'all, just kind of talk about where I am currently in my journey, how my journey has changed, right? There were some videos that were on my channel that I decided to take down. They didn't resonate with me anymore. That's not who I am anymore. And I think it's important to document the changes and the different stages that we go through in life. But let's dive into that. Yeah, so diving into it, basically, I started off lighting sage, libations to the ancestors, all of that. And if that's something that you practice, this is not me bashing that. This is not me bashing you. This is not me saying what you're doing is wrong. This is me stating how my beliefs have evolved from New Age, spiritual, to Christianity, right? A lot of people believe that the Bible is a form or a tool used to brainwash people. Christianity is indoctrination, right? And in some ways it is. It totally is indoctrination. But it's also taking things off. Things have to break off of you in order for the seeds of God's word to take root and to actually be planted in your heart and become a part of your identity. So for me, it looked like a mosh podge. Like I was practicing a little bit from the Egyptian religions, a little bit from Ifa, a little bit from whatever. I'm just taking pieces of here and there, pieces of New Age, crystals, tarot cards, all of that stuff, and just putting myself in bondage, basically. One thing that I have learned from dabbling in Egyptology, Ifa, what else did I do? Krishna, Baha'u'llah, even some Islam, right? I read some of the Quran, I've read some of the Bhagavad Gita. And what I noticed in these different practices is an emphasis on do this and then you get that. Do this and then you get that. It's not really a focus that is centered around relationship or intimacy with God. And even the act of doing some type of like ritualistic thing, like, okay, I have to make this altar and I have to light these certain candles, have these certain herbs, have these certain colors, and all these different things, right? The stars have to be aligned, Mercury can't be in retrograde, all these different things that you have to line up for some type of ritual or spell to work. it makes it kind of impersonal in my opinion. To me, that is backdooring God, right? Instead of going to the creator of all things, the heavens and the earth, the one who created you, it's going to some interstellar force that you're praying to or that you're petitioning to. And being in that type of psychological bondage did not bring me happiness. Yeah, I made money from it. I used to read cards and all of that and tell people, their futures. And that stuff actually would come to pass too. And it created a dependency, right? People would do what they would do, then ask for a protection spell. People would do what they would do and ask me, oh, what's going to happen? Is my ex going to come back? And I would tell them, I've, shuffle the cards around and let them know, oh, okay, it looks like there's going to be a domestic violence case. That actually happened with someone that I read cards for. They were asking about the outcome of their relationship. And I said, if you don't get out of this relationship, they're going to end up choking you out. I see you getting strangled. And literally a month after I read their cards on that, they called me and they were like, oh my gosh, Shida, my ex and I got into a fight in the middle of the street and they ended up strangling me. And I had to go to the ER. So you can obviously understand the fleshly appeal, right? Of getting instant answers and doing, shuffling things around, making sacrifices on an altar to whoever, whatever spirit, and then getting something in return for that, right? But that's very transactional and it creates dependency, like I said earlier. And it leaves you feeling empty at the end of the day, right? You can get every card read, every star aligned, but if you are not in alignment with God's purpose for you, there's always going to be an emptiness there. That hole inside of me during that time was so big. I thought if I was just in a relationship, if I just align my chakras, if I just, play my sound bowl, if I just do this and meditate on the 52 laws of Ma'at, and it was an endless rabbit hole of tricks that I had to perform in order to just stuff down that relationship I was longing for with the Most High. And that's hard, right? Our flesh wants to do everything. Our flesh wants to be right. Our flesh wants to shine. Our flesh wants to be worshipped. I was listening to Tiffany Buckner today, and she said that, and that really stood out to me. Like, our flesh seeks worship. That's that pride. That's that ego. That's that, oh, I'm special. I'm specially selected to do a thing that no one else can do. I'm an exception to the rules. I don't have to do what y'all do. I'm special, right? And coming into Christ, I realized that, yeah, I am special, but not because of who I am, but because of who made me. Right? I don't want this video to be too long. I might do a part 2, but this is where I am now, guys. I got a dog. I finally am living an adult life. I'm in my career. I think I want to start doing videos about my career in cybersecurity, doing videos on training my mini schnauzer, Miso, and just kind of like some day-to-day vlogging, even deep talks like this, right? So I appreciate all of you who stayed to the end of this video. If you found any type of value in this conversation today, go ahead and give this video a like. It's easy, it's free. Leave a comment on your thoughts. Maybe you have totally opposing opinions. If you do, I'd like to hear your perspective. I love these conversations. Just know I'm not judging you. This is a judgment-free zone. This is a safe space. And subscribe. Subscribing is free. You get to get notified on any other videos that I post. I also have a reaction and gaming channel, so check that out, Abby. Sheesh. Okay. Until the next one, you guys have a blessed day. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one.